Hey everybody, Anvil here. Welcome back to Anvil Plays Diddy Kong Racing. Last episode we played as, trying to remember who we played as. I think we played as Banjo, right? Or was it Diddy? I'm pretty sure Diddy had a backpack. Anyways, we're back from vacation, even though it's still winter. Yeah, I know, I'm a little bit late on that, but still, how ironic, because we're going to Sherbet Island, the third domain of Diddy Kong Racing's Adventure Mode, and crash into the dark void we go. Anyways, so this is a hub world mostly entirely water. That's it. That is it. There's a whole bunch of tropical areas. There are only 2 areas that are actually mostly hovercraft. And the next domain we're going to be going, I think it's called Greenwood Forest, I believe it was called. But here's the funny thing: in adventure mode, there are only, let's see, I'm trying to remember here. There are only 3, count them, 3 hovercraft levels on here, which sucks because I mean, the hovercraft's not really the most popular vehicle, but I actually like some of the water tracks here. Hell, some of the other stages actually would fit much better if they had a hovercraft. But yeah, like, it's kind of shocking to me that there's only like 3 in the entire game, and I'm just like, why? Why is there only 3? I mean, I think it's because of the hovercraft. Like, I think even Rareware at the time basically said, yeah, you know, this hovercraft doesn't even look good. So why not just basically make only 3 levels in its adventure mode? But at least it makes sense. I mean, there's only like 2 here in Sherbet Island, and not to mention there's only 1 later in Greenwood Forest. But yeah. So we got Well Bay done. It was a pretty basic water course. Anyways, moving on, next is Crescent Island. Now this one features the car prominently, and it can also be driven in a hovercraft. However, what I'm going to show you guys is the next location for the little wish key. The little wish key that you basically get during the beginning, during the adventure mode. So we're just gonna drive in here. Can we get in for? No, we didn't get it first time. Now we just restart the race since we already got the key. I should have done this one previously, but I just wanted to test it out, like see if I can actually make it far. Anyways, there's pretty much 2 pathways. I do not believe there is a blue balloon here, so you only get like green, red, rainbow, and green, red, yellow, and rainbow balloons. There are no blue balloons in sight. Eh, boo boo. Okay, I don't know why I went into Yogi Bear for a second there. Just please help me. I've been watching too much Hanna-Barbera. Please help. I've been watching the bad Yogi Bear movie. Someone, please. Give me something I can actually watch that's actually good. Oh, wait. I think I can find something on Netflix. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, some old cartoons, like, I was actually, like, this is right after one of my streams, actually, because I don't know why. Like, I'm usually more of a night owl, so to say. I mean, I would say that could be a bad thing, but I'm mostly like more active in the night rather than the day for some strange reason. I don't know why. I think I've always been like this, even when school was a thing for me. Just like I always stay up late in the night during the weekend, and I'm just like, I'm always the night owl of the family. In fact, most of my family members are night owls. Well, of course, you got like 9 to 5 jobs and all that, and well, that's a whole story for that's a whole nother story for another time, some would say. But yeah, overall, we got Crescent Island done. Everything's all well and good in the world. I accidentally hit my desk with the controller. Didn't mean to do that. And since we restart, that's one of the best things you could possibly say about getting the keys. If you restart the match after you get the key, you can basically do it, and the key will just be in your inventory for the rest of the time. I say it's pretty easy to deal with that. I almost said TT there. I think it's pretty easy to deal with that instead of just like going through the motion of, oh, well, you gotta do this and you gotta win. Like the silver coins, to be an example. Actually, come to think of it, some from the DS version of Diddy Kong Racing, like I said, I don't want to keep on bashing Diddy Kong Racing for a while. I don't want to bash it anymore because, like, I feel bad at this point because, I mean, Rare tried their hardest when it came to the remake, and they, like, it was during a time when Microsoft wasn't even competing for, like, the handheld market whatsoever. I mean, Nintendo has that firmly grasped in their hands, and Rare actually was allowed under the visions of Microsoft to make a portable Nintendo game on the Game Boy Advance and DS, which was still strange, but hey, it was a working relationship, but let's not judge it for what it is. Okay, yeah, it was a little bit weird. I mean, we did get, like, a Banjo-Kazooie game, 2 of them, in fact, Banjo Pilot and Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge, which, I don't know, I need to get back into, like, the whole thing I was trying to work on throughout most of this year was trying to get a decent enough quality camera. Like, I have this, like, flip camera, which I wish I could take a picture of right now, or at least take a look at a video or something. That way I can show you guys, like, what it looks like. But it's like this little cheap Samsung camera, and it's just like, I don't even know why I even had this. I had it since, I think, 2012, 2010, and it was always a curious thing for me because, like, I've always wanted to get into video making and all that, but never really gotten the chance to do so. Anyways, this here is Treasure Caves. This is the only area that features the all 3 vehicles. It features hovercraft, it features the car, predominantly the car, but it also features a plane. As you can no doubt tell, there is a little hole there that actually features a plane shortcut, so to say. But yeah, like that's the area where you want to fly through and all that. It looks, and of course there's a rainbow balloon up there, but we won't recognize it at all. Just ignore the floating balloon there. I'm pretty sure it got stuck on some guy's bones, like some skeleton that was from 1,000 years ago during this epic pirate battle. Don't worry, everything will be fine. It's just there for show. It's just there for decorations. I wonder why Timber never made mention of that. I mean, seriously, have you looked inside these caves and ever thought, wonder what Timber and friends would usually play in here? I mean, of course, to experience their pirate adventures, but I'm thinking more on the lines of they're probably looting dead carcasses right now and just trying to basically not get caught by Timber's parents or anybody's parents for that matter. But yeah, it's just kind of weird. But one of the things I actually want to try and talk about is some of the differences I actually notice in the DS version of Diddy Kong Racing compared to the actual version on the N64. For one thing, they actually made the bubbler boss actually a little harder, which you'll see probably in just a second. Also, I love Bubbler in this one because he talks like he's basically underwater all the time. Or something like that. I mean, it's charming, but it's also kind of creepy, to say the least. But yeah, one of the things that I didn't like going in with Diddy Kong Racing, especially on the remake, was how they screwed up the hovercraft. Like, it used to be, like, I mean, it was a little bit loose. I mean, still not the greatest vehicle, but at least you can still manage to drive in it. And not to mention, the water here looks really good for N64 standards. I mean, I haven't played Wave Race 64 at all when I was a kid, but this game was really really good, all things considered. Oh God, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of screwing up here. But yeah, it's like night and day. Like I usually just see like the water in the DS version. I don't know if it's like a hardware limitation that Rare was stuck with the Nintendo DS since it was inferior hardware. On top of that, it was just like, yeah, it's a handheld and you're making an N64 game, which granted, they've remade a 64 game pretty well. Super Mario 64 DS came into mind. I mean, not only did they add like 3 characters, but also an extra 30 stars. And, well, they had some problems too. Like, for instance, the D-pad was a little bit awkward to handle. And not to mention, they also had a run button, which, why would Mario need a run button? I mean, yeah, he had a run button before, but at the same time, why does he have a run button? Anyways, let's just, real quick, let's just talk to Bubbler here. Now he's actually in the water and talking. And I believe, yep, this is the only one that doesn't include the Taj. So I guess we only get 2 hints from the first 2 worlds, and then boom, Taj disappears. But yeah, going back to the whole hovercraft DS thing, like they made the water look so cheap looking. I mean, if you look at Darkwater Beach here, it looks good. I mean, really, it does. I mean, yeah, there's some really, I don't know what you would call it, freaking, like, field of view distance, like, field distance and all that, just like, bad field distance sometimes. I don't know what the proper word is for, like, PC games nowadays, or any, visual fidelity. I think that's what it could be. In terms of like seeing things far away, but it still looks good, all things considered. Like it really does look good. But the DS version, like it made this place look really cheap. Like they made it on a Sunday or something. Like it was just. I mean, I love Rare. Don't get me wrong. It's just they were going through one of the weirdest situations they have ever basically gone through. And I mean, to be fair, I was actually really excited for the DS version. Like, it wasn't really that bad of a game. Like, it actually ran perfectly well. It was a constant 30 FPS, which, given the time, it was pretty stellar to see that running on. And I would usually consider the Nintendo DS to be a N64, but on a handheld, similar to how the Game Boy Advance was like a Super Nintendo on the handheld. And let's see, what else was there? Oh yeah, the original Game Boy, which is basically a NES on a handheld, and you know, so on and so forth. I would actually consider 3DS to be like a GameCube on the handheld, and of course the Switch. You already know, like it's a console handheld hybrid. But like I said, I like Diddy Kong Racing DS, but some of the changes they made, they had a unnecessary, like, here's the thing. We already got to the second part of the domain, right? Where you have to collect the silver coins. Well, before you can even do that, Rare decided it'd be a good idea to have a tap minigame where you pop balloons. And I believe if you get like a silver rank or a gold rank, I'm trying to remember what it was. I think if you get a gold rank, then you unlock the level, which the gold rank was utterly ridiculous. Like I just didn't like playing that whatsoever, and it was just really annoying. And then you get the silver coin challenge. Like it goes, you complete the first part, then you complete the one with the little coins and all that, and then finally you complete the last part. And Conker just ran over a balloon. Really, Conker? Come on, man. The balloon didn't do nothing. Why you have to go through it? I guess Taj was guiding you there. Oh God, please don't blind me with the light. Oh my God, it's lovely. You have, oh shit, I forgot about something. Yeah, I should probably admit to something. I've already screwed up on the playthrough. Here's the thing. Um, what you guys didn't know is I'm playing on a different profile because the profile I was using for the playthrough, it was a bad recording, and I realized that the the episode was supposed to be that, but like I was just so dead tired at that point that I had to redo the entire episode. So this is why you see me with only 2 TT amulets, but don't worry, I'll fix that post recording. just don't notice, and we'll be fine. Trust me, we'll be fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Anyways, next episode we're gonna get the TT amulet piece, and we're also gonna be getting the we're gonna get the silver coins. I would say pirate coins, but we didn't get that. TT got out of my way. Anyways, that is it for this episode of Diddy Kong Racing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time for the next episode. Have a good one. Alright, finally got the piece. Thank goodness. Alright. Hey, would you look at that? I finally got the piece, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I am that good.